Hey guys, Ralph here, True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Fabulous Friday. It is cold and rainy here in Connecticut. As you see, I'm ready for the big game. Saturday night, baby, prime time. Two undefeated teams. Ohio State invades Happy Valley, Penn State. My daughter is freaking out up there at Penn State. They're having a blast. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Not to talk big-time college football, to talk big-time trumpet. Let's get back to basics. We have gone every which way the last several videos. Let's get back to some pedagogy and get you guys honking for the weekend at least. Okay, I have not played today. I have no idea what's going to come out of the trumpet. Let's see what we got. Anyway, some serious double C's. I mean, not comical double C's. Serious double C's. And a whole lot of Arbin. Run you through. Ace, I'm going to run you through some barbed wire. Melboils. Brass wire. Barbed wire. Anyway, guys, we have not done pedagogy in a long time. We've done some really cool things. The Steinmeier interviews, please. Obviously, you guys have loved them with all the comments on my email and whatnot. But we haven't talked actual chops in quite a while. Okay? So let's do it. And I've talked about this several times with some of my students. And all my students are killing it. And I don't know if you saw the comment down below. I have several students down in the Carolinas, but one of them said he's fine. High school freshman, killing high G's. So that's good. That's good. Anyway, 3 rules. Relax the corners. Got to be relaxed. Anybody says tighten the corners says run the other way. Guys, it has to be relaxed. Has to be, or you're going to be struggling with it your whole life. Not only with the flexibility from range to range, but the fullness of tone. If it's tight, it can't be fleshy and full. You're going to have a strained tone. And if you are stretching, you can't be locked in. You're playing collapsed. Okay, it's as simple as that. It has to be relaxed chops. Now, as I said a zillion times before, guys, you can't just, that's all there is to it, double C? No. That's the double C. If you're going to relax those corners, guys, you have to have compression somewhere. You have to. It is not huge amounts of air at all. It's compressing air. Okay? That is how you do it with the strongest muscle of the embouchure. Okay? With the tongue through the teeth. No. Now, I'm exaggerating to prove a point. The tongue is not through the lips when you're playing. But I'm going to show you what happens when the tongue is through the teeth and pressing on the bottom lip. Firm as can be. Look what happens to the top lip. It's strong as can be. That is an unbelievably strong grip. And, again, I'm going to place a mouthpiece on it while I do it. That's Maurice. Those are Maurice's chops. I'm not saying I'm as good as Maurice. Stop it. Stop it. But that is what Maurice was doing. He's no longer with us, as you know. Okay? Now, I have not seen a really good shot of Dave Steinmeier's chops. Okay? But even if I did, it's such a larger mouthpiece, we wouldn't be able to get that definition to see what he's actually doing. But the spit buzzing was perfect. He's tonguing through the teeth. Guys, this is what everybody's doing, and they're not overblowing. This is what Harry James was doing. This is what Horst Fischer was doing. This is what Steinmeier's doing. This is what Maurice is doing. This is what they are doing. Okay? It's as simple as that. Winton is not doing that. Sandoval is not doing that, certainly anymore. That's why they don't sound that well, as good as those other guys. It's as simple as that. Okay? And if you get those two things and don't overblow, overblowing is going to be that much harder to hold back the air. Okay? It's so important that you don't overblow. And if you're one of my students, you're within this earshot, geez, Ralph, I don't know what's happened. I know what you're talking. I just can't keep it there. It goes back when I go, stop overblowing, and it will hold it. The less air you use, the bigger tone you're going to get and the more range you're going to get. I know that sounds crazy. Now, another thing, when you are playing a long phrase, even though you are not using a lot of air, don't let the air get down to almost nothing. Then there's nothing to compress and you lose compression. There's got to be air in there to compress. There has to be. Okay? So even though it's not that much, and if you did your homework and watched Steinmeier, guys, he's barely playing. He's barely breathing. He's not doing, no. Joe Alessi, absolutely not. He is not doing that. And he's playing, knocking the walls down. That's what he's doing. Knocking the walls down. Okay? Guys, relax the corner. Tongue to the cheek. Get a Calit mouthpiece. Guys, this system does not work nearly as good without a Calit mouthpiece. And with a Bach mouthpiece, you have no chance. Throw the Bach mouthpiece away. I stand by that unequivocally. And get your chops going. You can play with a rich, beautiful orchestral tone without a Bach mouthpiece. And don't let anybody try to brainwash you into something like that. Don't let. Band directors are doing it to my students all the time. Guys, you do not have to play a Bach mouthpiece to have a beautiful, rich, centered, in-tone, intonation. Actually, you almost can't do it above the staff with a Bach mouthpiece. That's the case. And again, this is about chops, not necessarily my Bach mouthpiece. But you can't, guys, if you're trying to do this on a Bach mouthpiece or something other than a Calit mouthpiece, don't say, oh, True Power doesn't work if you don't have the mouthpiece. I guarantee you it doesn't work if you don't have the right mouthpiece. And again, I'm not trying to get Jerry rich by selling mouthpieces. That's not what I'm doing here. I am sincerely telling you that if this is what you want, you need the mouthpiece. And you're not going to believe what happens to your chops when you get that mouthpiece. Relax the corners. Replace the relaxed corners with a strong, thick, firm tongue, pressing down on the bottom lip, and little air. And you'll see everybody that's listening to this and knows what I'm talking about is going to be shaking your head, because one thing leads to another. It is an absolutely holistic thing that joins together. The synergy is amazing. The more you can relax the corners, the more tongue you're going to be able to, the thicker the tongue is going to be. The thicker the tongue is going to be, the stronger the grip is going to be. The stronger the grip is going to be, the less air you're going to have to use. And the less air you're going to have to use, the more you can relax the corners. And what came first, the chicken or the egg, who knows? But they do work together to give you extraordinary results. And once you get those chops, once you get those compressions, the brass world is yours. Orchestral, Andre solos, jazz, small quintet jazz, quartet jazz, a la Miles Davis, lead trumpet, Maynard Ferguson jazz, front your band, Harry James jazz, anything you want. It's all yours for the taking. Not only one or the other, you can do the whole thing. You can do the whole thing. That's it. Guys, love you all. Have a great weekend. Watch the game on Saturday night. See if you can see my daughter. She's the one that's cute as a button. Anyway, have a great day, great weekend, and we'll do this again on Monday. And I love you all. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live life with true power.